Hey guys, it's TYPHLOSION here, and here I'm bringing you another RU battle, my current RU team, and I hope you guys don't mind the music. I'm going to try a battle to see, if you guys like the battle music in the background. If you guys don't like, just leave a comment. I'll leave it out from my further uploads, but, again, RU, and it's got, a similar structure. My opponent's got a similar structure to what, my last opponent had. He's got Drapion, but this guy's got a Glider, so it's not a bad thing at all. But he's got some pretty threatening Pokemon, including Girder, which I know is Eviolite, and then you got Uxie, and I usually, in general, have a problem with Gliders because they're bulky. But without further ado, I'm going to shut up, and we're going to start going. So. And he's wheeling up with his Drapion. I presume this thing is going to, set up not stealth rocks, but, some toxic spikes and all that fun stuff. But, he's actually going to withdraw first turn, not wanting to take any, earthquakes or anything, so he's going to switch out into his Glider, which is kind of a multi-purpose switch, just because, I can't really do much to Glider, and, I can't hit him with earthquakes, so. But I know he's going to switch out, most likely, so I just hit up my Stealth Rocks. I switch out knowing I can't do anything to, Glider, go into my Gale-Age. I'll take anything, but he sets up a sub on the switch, which is a pretty good, decent play, I guess. But, here he goes for the Toxic, and, didn't really care, didn't really know what his main goal was or anything. I don't know if he wanted to get off direct damage, but I'm not too concerned because I have Lantern as my heal beller. I just wanted to do some good damage on this with unboosted Ice Punch, and, it's going to be enough to break his sub pretty easily, so no problems there. And, but I know an Ice Punch, because of Glider's humongous physical bulk, will not be able to take him out next turn. So I'm going to switch out and go into my Roselia, predicting maybe something else. I don't know what I was predicting here, but, he does sub again, but in return, he can't do much to my Roselia, because the only thing he could probably do is Earthquake. But since I'm Eviolite, even his unboosted, Glider, most Gliders are uninvested in attack power, so his moves probably won't be doing too much to me, so he just roosts, and I'm going to take this opportunity to set up spikes, because he has no spinners, so the more spikes I lay down, the better, I guess. But, he realizes this is a losing battle right here, doesn't want any more spikes to be set up, so he switches out, goes into his Uxie, and I really can't do much to Uxie at all, but of course on the switch I'm going to set up another layer of spikes, which is great, get all those hazards up, and just make things very uncomfortable for him to switch in. Which is great, but this Uxie most likely his support, so he's probably got Stealth Rocks in this and on it, so I'm going to take this opportunity to switch into my Roselia since I have no Rapid Spinner. I'm going to go out into the star of the show, my TYPHLOSION, and TYPHLOSION, my favorite Pokemon, is going to be doing some work. And, of course, I come in before the Stealth Rock switching, which is amazing. And you know what TYPHLOSION does. TYPHLOSION just obliterates everything. He's got to pick something really to die, because nothing is going to appreciate a modest max special attack Eruption. And out comes the Glider, the Pokemon that I feared the most this entire game. And you think your Eviolite Glider is going to take, this Eruption pretty well. Guess what, buddy? It's not going to take a stat Eruption very well at all. That's going to do well over half. Almost KOs it, which is amazing. He's going to keep pulverizing, obliterating everything, this Eruption. And down goes that Glider, which is great. That's a huge wall out of the way. And now he sends out his Girder, and I'm not overly concerned. He's trying maybe to set up maybe a Bulk Up or something, and I'm still pretty safe since, I know his Drain Punch won't get me into a range where my Eruption probably won't KO in the following turn. But, this is most likely an Eviolite Girder with max special defense, and look how much this does. This does a shit ton, which is great. And he does go for the Drain Punch here, and I wouldn't have cared, but he gets a crit. Oh, he gets a freaking crit, and that really screws my TYPHLOSION over to an extent. And now I'm kind of stuck here, and he gets so much HP back, so now I'm kind of worried, because Girder is such a legitimate threat. If it bulks up, you're kind of in trouble. So I go into Roselia hoping to take a Drain Punch or something, and he does again go for Drain Punch, and since I resist that, that's not going to be doing a lot of damage to my Roselia. I take it really, really well, and, get some more HP back. And I probably should have switched out here, but I didn't, and, I just go for the Giga Drain. Wanted to see how much it does. I didn't want to go for the Sludge Bomb because I didn't want to poison him. That would have been, catastrophic. But here he takes the opportunity to bulk up, and I realize right now I've got to get the hell out of here, because if I don't take this thing down now, I'm going to get swept by this. So I make the good play. I got to switch out. I got to go into my Honchkrow. Honchkrow is the only reliable thing that I can do, I can use to take down the Shirter. And Honchkrow doesn't care about Stealth Rocks, so, I mean, I care, but, at this point I don't. He just takes this opportunity to set up another Bulk Up, which is, probably his best play, because Roselia's going to take his hits, well, no matter what. So, now he's +2. He's going to go for the Mach Punch, knowing, it's probably his best bet. If this Mach Punch kills, I'm screwed. But luckily, Honchkrow takes it pretty well, and I'm able to go for that stab, Life Orb, power, all that fun stuff. Brave Bird everything, and obliterate that Girder, even at +2, which is amazing. Down it goes. Huge threat out of the way, and, I'm hanging on to a thread here, and, after the recoil on Life Orb, I'm going to be living with just 14 HP. And out comes Drapion, and I'm maybe predicting I'm faster, but at the same time I'm not, so I didn't go for Sucker Punch. He turns out to be faster, and after all the entry hazards and stuff, he goes for the Thunder Fang. And I guess Thunder Fang's an okay option on Drapion, since it probably has neutral coverage on a lot of stuff in the tier, but it's still gimmicky. And I make a mistake here. I thought he was banded. I did not notice the Life Orb recoil at this point, so I bring in my Lantern, I'm thinking I'm pretty safe and stuff, but oops, he has Earthquake. So that was a rather brilliant play on my part. Hence my sarcasm. But, even from the Life Orb Drapion, I'm still going to be able to take that Earthquake. I'm 78 HP, which is pretty good. And I just take this opportunity to heal Dogs. I know Gallade is going to be very useful later on. So, I just healed all to get rid of that poisoning on Gallade. So, Lantern's in a pretty comfortable position, I guess. But, I don't want to stack my Lantern just yet, because he's still got Steelix, which I know I can outspeed, and my Lantern could probably outspeed his Tangrowth and hit it with an Ice Beam or something, so I know that'll be valuable later on. Going to my Rhydon to take an Earthquake, because I know Rhydon, even though it's weak to it, can take the Earthquakes pretty well. I take that wonderfully, and he's just wearing himself down of Life Orb recoil. And here I predicted him to go and do his Uxie, because, it's kind of obvious that I will use Earthquake. But thanks to his own Life Orb recoil, and since I did go for Megahorn, this Megahorn, even though I have barely any attack investment, will be able to finish off this Drapion at this range of health, which is amazing. So, Rhydon putting in some work here, and out comes the Steelix. And, Steelix, I expected this thing to carry Stealth Rocks. I think he does have Stealth Rocks on the Steelix, but, 2 Stealth Rockers is 2 Stealth Rockers. So, but Rhydon outspeeds Shredder, obviously, and I'm just going to hit him with Stab Earthquake, judging to see how much it does. That's a pretty decent chunk. I mean, Steelixes don't usually run max defense. They usually have mixed defensive investments, but they do usually run max HP. But he goes for Earthquake, barely does anything to Rhydon. It just shows you how the raw defensive power of Rhydon is just amazing. And here he's going to switch out, predicting another Earthquake, which was, I guess, a good play, because I really, it'd be kind of pointless for me to go to the Megahorn here. But, I just go for the safe Earthquake, and then since he's Levitate, it's going to dodge it rather easily. And, this thing's going to be a problem if I can't take it down at some point, but, most Uxies usually carry U-turn. He actually has Psychic on this, which isn't a bad stab option. But Rhydon, bulky. I live with 40 gets a use with special defense drop. I'm going to go for the Megahorn and do some really nice damage on it. It actually would have done less, but the Hex Gods are in my favor, and I nab a crit on him. So that's huge. And, I guess the crit didn't matter too much, considering he's more physically defensive, but judging by the crit, if he weren't physically defensive, that Megahorn probably would have killed. But, he finishes off my Rhydon here, which I don't care, because Rhydon did work. So down that goes. And, I'm not, at this point, I'm really scared, because if my Typhlosion's going to be the best bet here. But, I'm going to hit by Stealth Rocks, and I'm going to live with 7 HP on the switch-in. I'm in Blaze range, and I'm really wishing I had Flamethrower at this point, but I do carry Fire Blast. Fire Blast hits, and it's going to obliterate Uxie from that range, just because, Blaze range Typhlosion plays no games. This is why Typhlosion runs 2 stab moves, one when it's at high HP, one when it's at low, and Fire Blast just packs so much raw power. Out comes Tangrowth, and Typhlosion, after the Tangrowth gets hit by the entry hazard, Typhlosion just doesn't play games. It doesn't play games. His eyesight, it's awesome. He's just going to roast everything of a Fire Blast. And, down goes that Tangrowth, no problem at all. No matter how much special defensive investment, there's no way that thing is surviving. So down that goes, and he's down to his last Pokemon, which is his Steelix. And, that's also Fire Weak. So, And at this point, I know I've had it because Lantern, can beat it even if my Typhlosion misses. It doesn't, and, Fire Blast everything, and down goes that Steelix. And guys, that will be the game. And, that is my Typhlosion rampaging everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And, fun game. I just love this team. I really, really love this team. And, so, I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys really can show some support by liking, commenting. I don't care if you dislike, just tell me why, and all that fun stuff. But, I upload for a reason. I just like to upload games and, see people, how they react to them. So, but it's what I do, and, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. But I'll shut up again. So, talk to you later, guys. Bye.